Museums are the homes for a country's history and culture, archiving their past for future generations to see how far their forefathers have come and how much they have grown from their foundation to the present. On May 18th, the global museum community came together to celebrate and highlight the essential role of museums as promoters of the free flow of ideas and knowledge, contributing to a more informed society. We visited the National Museum and Art Gallery of Trinidad and Tobago to find just the right person to tell us about our own local treasure trove.
My name is Lorraine Johnson and I'm curator here at the National Museum and Art Gallery. That means I keep the lights on, the AC's running. Yeah, that's me.
And this is what she had to say about International Museums Day.
It's celebrated every year across the world on May 18th. It's actually a day affiliated with the International Council of Museums, which is a large governing body that really helps and guides museums and kind of keeps us in track and keeps us moving together as a community and with our communities.
But what is a museum?
A museum can be a lot of things. Really and truly, it is the storehouse of a nation's memory. It is the storehouse of a community's memory. It's where identity is defined. Most museums can be about a particular topic, one thing, two things, right? One particular story. You would see, for example, the Museum of Natural History in New York. That's about one particular topic. Then you could have the Imperial War Museum in London. That's about one particular topic. Here in Trinidad, we have the Military Museum in Shagaramas. That's about Trinidad's military history. As the National Museum, however, we have 5 collections here. So we have a geology collection, archaeological collection, art, history, right, natural history. We deal with about 5 collections here. But really, museums are spaces of research, spaces of entertainment, they're community spaces, right? And we try our best to represent the people, represent our community, interact with our community, hear their stories, share our stories with them, right? Because in a nutshell, museums are there to create a legacy and keep that legacy for future generations.
She also took a moment to explain the history behind our own National Museum and Art Gallery.
This building was established in 1892, actually. It was first called the Royal Victoria Institute because it was built to celebrate the Jubilee of Queen Victoria's reign. And it actually started off life as a school. So it's always been involved in education. So for a long time, it was a school with just 2 small collections, one of natural history and one of craft. And over the years, it evolved. In 1920, there was actually a massive fire that destroyed everything except the external walls. And it took about 2 years for the building to come back to itself. And by 1945, it had been declared a museum. And I think somewhere after independence, the name was actually changed from the Royal Victoria Institute to the National Museum and Art Gallery of Trinidad and Tobago. But we've been around for a long time. I actually found some records that said that we were actually construction finished on the 17th of September in 1892. And it cost $6,500 for the building to be built.
And what it takes to keep it up and running.
We go through some of the same challenges that you would find running a normal household, running a normal, maintaining a normal building, but with a little bit more because we want to preserve the historical facade. We want to preserve the heritage here. So we're standing on the original hardwood floors, which are sometimes a challenge to maintain. A lot of the walls in here, they're not really built with reinforced steel the way some houses are built today. But a building remains alive once it remains in use. So that the fact that this building has been in use for those 100 and something years really helps keep it alive.
Before we wrapped up our conversation with Ms. Johnson, she had these final words to share.
Yeah, I want to let people know that the museum is here. We're open Tuesdays to Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. We have a lot of programs running. We have a lot of upcoming exhibitions. So join us, come in, see us. We're free of charge. People can come here anytime. We also offer help if you have research or so. If we don't have the material, we normally try to put you in touch with people who do. We want to thank all of the schools that have supported us over the years, all of the gentlemen who brought their ladies here on first dates, because that happens here too. So we just want to tell people that this is your museum, this is your community space, and feel free to join us.
So, if you're a student looking for some information on your country's history, a couple looking for a different kind of dating experience, or just someone who wants to know where their roots are buried, you can check out the National Museum and Art Gallery of Trinidad and Tobago.